So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to create a spreadsheet to basically centralize and organize your passwords. Now, this isn't really necessarily related to protecting yourself, but rather just keep an eye on your passwords, where they are, and if something happens like the Heartbleed bug or anything else where your passwords are compromised, then you can update them quickly and easily. And if anything were to happen to you, then your loved one will also have access to your passwords as well. Just makes their life easier as well. So that's the reason why you want to have a spreadsheet. Now I'm going to go through and show you exactly how to create the spreadsheet. Basically what you want to do is up at the top you want to type in site name. And I'm going to make this bigger so that you can see it. But we're going to have site name. And then you're going to have username, password. So you're going to have site name, link to change password. And I'm going to explain what I mean in just a second. You're going to have username and password, and then you're going to have email associated. So let me explain what I mean by this. So for example, site name would be something like, let's say for example, we have Yahoo email. So we're going to say Yahoo email. And I'll make this bigger as well. And then link to change password is merely the link that goes straight to wherever you can change your Yahoo email password. It's not necessarily the link that you log in. It's a link where you change your password. Because anytime that you get a compromise of a password security breach, you can always go back to the link and change your password really, really quick with a click of a button. And then of course you type in your username, whatever at yahoo.com. And then the password. And when you do create a password, don't use the same password. Use something that has maybe letters, numbers, and then symbols. But you want to keep it something that is short and sweet and that you might remember. Because keep in mind that some sites will only accept up to, at least 6 characters and then up to 10. And then some will allow you to do as many characters as you want. But it just needs to follow some sort of pattern or something that you would be familiar with. So, I mean, if you use your grandson's name or your husband or your spouse or your wife's name, then make sure you mix it up. So if it's, let's say for example, the name is Bob. So instead of typing BOB, you could type B0B. So you have a number and a letter in it. Then you could maybe add some numbers and then of course some symbols. It makes it harder for somebody to guess. Because frankly speaking, most people when they create a password, they're going to call it a dog's name, like Sparky. And if a hacker has something like a software that basically brute forces and guesses your password, ultimately they're going to figure out Sparky. And then of course the email associated with that account if you have several different emails. So that way you know, okay, if I'm going to go here and the password resets, then the password email will be sent to this email. And then of course, if anything were to happen, you can always contact the company and say, hey, this email is associated to this account and I'm unable to log in. Can you help me? And the fact that they're able to see that that email is associated with that account makes it a lot more believable. So this is what I recommend that you go ahead and do so that if anything were to happen, such as the Heartbleed bug, then you can always go and change it. But at the same time, you should be changing your passwords frequently. And if anything were to happen to you, your loved ones can access this and you can have a printout of it secured in your security deposit and so forth. And it'll just make your life a lot easier because next time something happens, you don't have to go look for your password. You don't have to figure out the location of where to change your password. All you have to do is simply go to the spreadsheet and click on the link and you're good to go. So once you have all these listed out, then in the next video, I'm going to show you how to centralize them in your browser. So for example, if you go to your browser, your Internet Explorer, your Google Chrome, your Firefox, and you click on the software I'm going to show you, it will actually allow you to go to the site. It'll log you in immediately using your username and password. So that's what I mean by that. It basically allows you to centralize all your passwords in one location that is encrypted, and then you have easy access to all of your passwords and you don't have to remember which passwords belong to which site. So let me move on to the next video and show you how to use this free piece of software to encrypt your passwords and centralize everything together, thereby making it easier for you to operate.